Aries. It's your girl, Javy. Hi, Breezes. Back at it again with the general tarot reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aquarius season 2021, fam. We did it. We did it, bitch. We made it. Definitely, things are rolling and on time, clearly. So be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising. They'll all be out shortly. For daily tarot readings, be sure to check out my Instagram, justj_everything, and to see other dope shit I do, check out my website, justjeverything.com. I went ahead and lit the Emperor candle for you guys. You can't even see it, but the line of light goes directly across the Emperor's face. So I like to think I'm pulling in some Emperor energy, Emperor vision for all of us, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Right now, Mars is currently conjunct Uranus. Mars in Taurus, your ruling planet, is conjunct Uranus in Taurus. And shit, honestly, it's feeling pretty good so far. It's better than I expected. I mean, the only thing that didn't really go through or go as planned or was unexpected, my dream truck that I was hoping would be my dream truck, I was like meh about when I went to go see. But that's the only really thing. I mean, if anything, it's just a little like bump, a little bump of chaos for us, you know, just something to just like for us to thrive on for a little bit. A little like momentary bump, you know. Chaos is like cocaine for Aries, so it just like I mean, actually I can't even really make that assumption. I'm gonna say it's gonna like Molly or make that correlation because I've never done cocaine. Anyway, there's something about your heels being dug in, Aries, especially with Mars in Taurus now. Just make sure that you're being stubborn about the right things. So that will like require a little evaluation for you this season, and just that's constantly like checking yourself. Are you being stubborn about the right things? Also, I feel like maybe being stubborn about like the right groups of people, things that are going to be hanging, like new friendships, new connections coming in, new community, new access to community. So just make sure, check your team, check your bulb, make sure you're being stubborn about the right things, because with Mars and Taurus, honey, slow and steady wins the race. Whatever it is that you've got going on, it's really important that you tune into the details. Tune into expansion, like get into the details before you launch anything or before you try to expand anything, but get into the details now because expansion is coming. Whatever you're working on is just like, it's like bigger, like a broader reach, like including more demographics. There are more, like there's a broader range of people that you could target, basically. Something's coming up with that. Themes of income versus expenses. So definitely check into the details with your money. Get your money right. Make sure all your coins are in order. Make sure, like, you know, also those of you who have investments or investments in the stock market and things of that nature, or like if you've been considering investing in something, I would wait. I would wait to invest. If there's something that if you already have investments, things may be going down for a little bit, but they will be picking back up. It's like quick down, quick back up or whatever. It's just like the market's readjusting. That's something that just came in. That was not written down. But either way, passions and plans are really taking form. You know, Mars in Aries was just that pure, unadulterated, like raw fucking energy and like in motion, just getting you to go. And Taurus will have you thinking like longevity. What's the end game, baby? Your end game. Who's your end game? That could be something that's coming up too. For those of you who have seen that episode of Sabrina, please comment below. It was cackle-worthy, that whole fucking scene. But Mars in Taurus, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, longevity is on the brain. What can you really invest in? Who can you invest in? What's going to yield long-term results? On the 23rd of January, Mars squares Jupiter. So there is something about like drive, arm wrestling, karma, or fortune. And there could be situations or encounters with an Aries, Sagittarius, Scorpio, or Pisces. Someone with heavy, you know, those placements. Then on January 28th, we have the full moon in Leo. So there will be a big release, Aries, coming in the realm of ego, in the realm of pride, definitely getting more heart-centered, releasing heart-centered pain, shedding the pretext of things, definitely, stepping deeper into a new layer of authenticity. Not that Aries has any issues being authentic. It's just a matter of like, there's a touch more heart there, more vulnerability, being more authentic in a way where you're able to be more vulnerable and not so like prideful or shameful or egoic about it. So there are shifts coming into the way that you present yourself, or shifts in where you wear your heart. So that could be something that came in. And then on the 30th of January, Mercury retrogrades in Aquarius, and it opposes the Virgo moon. No sudden movements, babe. For that week. That's what I mean about like no like wrap up deals and do all that shit before, especially before Mercury goes retrograde in Aquarius. This one just feels like it's gonna be a doozy. I'm gonna do a separate video on it, so and I'll do that one. We'll go sign by sign for sure, but wrap shit up before the 30th and if you can't, I know that's like 10 days, but it's just like, just wait it out. Really, really like dig through the fine print, fine tooth comb, like really go through stuff if you're having to, or if you're in a position during that Mercury retrograde where you're really having to sign deals or contracts or leases or things of that nature. But we'll go to it. But then on February 1st, the Sun in Aquarius will be squaring Mars in Taurus. So there will be themes of your core self and how it's perceived, how your true self can impact the collective, and how to value your time, and something about like monetizing your time. Some of you need to be raising your rates. Some of you need to just explore how you're valuing your time, are you investing, what you're investing versus what you're expecting other people to pay, things of that nature. It's just like, it's time to really look at the details. And Mars is in Taurus, and it wants to do that. It wants to, it's more down to business versus just like movement for movement's sake. All right, so deep breath, Aries. That's the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aquarius season 2021. All right, first card, really? First card out is 5 of Cups? Okay. We're so good at hiding this, aren't we? Aries, that's like your specialty. You're always the strong friend and the one that's what I'm saying. There's a shift, that Leo full moon, there's a shift in where you wear your heart. And Aries, no one, unless the people who really, really know you, like, they won't see this. They can see, you let people see agitation, you let people see, you know, annoyance or aggression or assertion or happiness or joy or silliness and generosity, but you don't show this. Five of Cups is loss, depression, sadness, remorse, regret. There, in the beginning of Aquarius season, there is a bridge to cross. There is sadness to tend to. There is loss to really deal with. Figure out how you want to deal with this, Aries. Damn it, I can't think of that fucking line from SZA. It's like, fuck, all I can hear is, give me a paper towel, give me another volume, give me another hour or two. Something about like, about spilled milk. Basically, we're not crying, like the milk has spilled, baby. The milk is spilled. Give me a paper towel. That's where we're at. People may have fucked up. You may be experiencing loss. You may be still in love with people who have deeply hurt you. You may be in love with people who have passed on. You may be, there's shadow, there's darkness, there's shadow work, there's sadness, there's conflict. Some of you are still hurting and healing, recovering from a third-party situation, some kind of infidelity or some kind of betrayal, or maybe you've lost someone to substance abuse, or someone that you know is struggling with substance abuse, or something is going on. Whatever it is, the milk has spilled, babe. The milk is spilled. Go get you a paper towel. Go get you a paper towel, because shit's picking up and moving. In Aquarius season, air and fire, whew, things are going to be picking up. So it's really time to face this. And for some of you, this has already happened. For some of you, you're already in a point of like really, really facing like your sadness, dealing with your regret, dealing with your remorse. Others of you, something may come in that triggers in Aquarius season, and we'll tap in the plunge, but there could be things that come in that just really make you look at what are your coping mechanisms, and what are you still holding on to? What needs to be released? What needs to be healed? What needs to be unpacked? Deep breath. And you got to get to it, because what's coming in is success and public recognition. And it's like, you don't want to be the lonely ram. You know, you don't want to be the sad ram at the top. You want to be happy, like genuinely happy when your time comes. When your ship comes in, you want to be happy. You don't want to be sitting here wishing somebody was there with you, or wishing somebody. It's like, deal with this shit now. Deal, whatever it is, Aries. Like, face it. Acceptance is really, really key. And I'm not like, I don't mean to yell at you for those of you who are, but for some of you, you've been dragging this around for like up to the last 5 years. Some of you, this has been a cloak, a shadow, a sadness. 5 months to 5 years. Some of you have been like really in the thick of it and having to like hide it. It's like like coming out now. It's just, and it's time to face it, because what's coming in is goodness. What's coming in is passion, power, movement, fire, ignition, support. Aquarius, like air to fire is like, you know what I mean? You like that whenever you're trying to make a fire, you have to blow on it to really ignite, to really stir up the heat, to turn up the heat. It's science. So in air seasons, fire signs can't do, all we do is win. It's time to win, but you've taken some L's, babe. And it's time to really like not try to evade it anymore. You've taken some L's. Everybody takes L's. You may not be used to taking some L's, and some shit may have really, really hurt and hit. But it's like if you face it, babe, it just, you know, propels you forward. It gets you closer to that end game, which is, and look at that, 2 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Definitely opportunity and love coming in. Oh God, my God. There's opportunities for love coming in. Understand also, it's like I saw 2 of Cups on the bottom of the deck because it's like whoever hurts, for some of you, you still may be trying to like be friends or be cordial or maintain something with this person, but it's because there's real love there. And just because you really love someone doesn't mean that you possess them, that you own them, that they're yours, that you are experience togetherness. Sometimes you just fucking love somebody. I love you, so what? Sometimes you just fucking love someone. But if the love derails your life, if it derails your peace, if it keeps you from being productive, from feeling happy, from moving forward, then it's not for you. And if you look at this, they're going in different directions. The sadness is this way and the past is gone, and what we're doing, what? Not being a groupie, because we're keeping it moving. Clearly, keeping it moving. 6 of Wands says, keep it pushing. The divine sees you, sees the work that you've put in, and you will be recognized. Some of you, there's rewards coming in at work or recommendations. Some of you also are just feeling yourself, just like proud of yourself, proud of the work that you've done. But also this, for some of you, this is like you're getting noticed for something. And I'm hyped. Look at all these leaves, all this on the wands. Things are growing. Things are like blooming. Things like seeds that you have been planting really have the opportunity to bloom, to be sustainable. There's a lot of green here. It's like, because you deal with your heart. It's time to deal with your heart, babe. Oh, and I'm saying this to myself. It's just like if you're sad, you're fucking sad. You can't like evade it. You can't run. Like some shit sucks, some shit hurts. But it's not meant to take you out. It's meant to motivate you. It's meant to awaken you to this existence. Like we're here. We are meant to experience the full spectrum of human emotions. We're not getting out of this lifetime without experiencing pain or loss or grief or remorse or sadness or regret. It's just an emotion. It's just a shadow. It's not stronger than you. It's a part of like your experience. I can't even take my eyes off of it because it feels like a gift. Whatever this was, and I'm not saying that like, if for some of you, there is actual death that you are still dealing with. But I'm telling you, there is some kind of something that you guys get out of really facing this pain. Out of whatever was removed, whatever hurt, it's like something of value comes. And in hindsight, you're going to be able to like look back and see, get the why, and really understand and be grateful for the experience. For some of you, like, this feels like it's like, well, I don't want to read love poems from bitches who have never been in love or who have never been broken. It's like this is a piece of your actual human experience so that you can, you know, be present for others and really, like, have something to offer to the conversation, have something to bring to the table. You can actually help evolve minds, help evolve hearts because of this, whatever this experience was. So it was just, don't discredit. Don't sleep on the purpose of depression. Don't, like, that's when you are being, it's an incubation period. Yeah. Woo! 8 of Swords, the Fool, the Aquarius card. And that's often correlated with Aries as well. This is like us. This is what's happening. You are really moving forward and getting out of a place of not seeing things clearly. You just haven't been seeing things clearly, hun. That's really what this was. And if you, should you be so brave, should you be so bold as to really face this darkness and face this pain. Wow. Bottom of the deck, Page of Swords. Strength underneath. I'm telling you, that Leo full moon. Then 2 of Cups again. 2 of Cups, 3 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles. That Leo full moon, I'm telling you, that Leo full moon, something big happens. Mark my words. But come into Aquarius season with a willing heart and mind, willing to just hear people out, to face the conflict, within yourself, and transmute it. Don't just shield yourself from it. Do something with this. Paint it out, write it out, sing it out, create it, dance, fuck, like whatever it is. It's important that, like, you understand the power to turn the 5 of Cups into the 6 of Wands. Not many placements have that opportunity, have that ability to do that at the speed that Aries does. And that's what I mean, that, like, there is a gift here. It's like blessings cloaked in crisis. Blessings cloaked in conflict and sadness, and things coming in that may be testing your defense mechanisms, your coping mechanisms, your ability to self-soothe. You may be having to deal with loneliness versus solitude, isolation, you know what I mean? Things of that, like, you're really having to look at your perspective and what you do to heal. And because what's coming in, you really need to be prepared for. So this feels like a test. It's like what's coming in is everything that you want, but will you be able to appreciate it if you choose to stay stuck, if you allow yourself to stay stagnant? If you allow yourself to continue on with the loop of self-doubt and self-limiting beliefs and like idle hands, like an inaction, stop with the questions. It's like, it's just like, just do something. Especially for those of you who are like, haven't really done or aren't as far as you're wanting to be in your personal projects or entrepreneurship or whatever. It's like, just fucking do it. Get out of your head. Do stuff. And when you do, the universe will rise to meet your feet. You will be divinely supported. And a new cycle will begin. Let's get into it. I love you. All right, Aries, I went way too hard in the first half, so I'm going to make this part quick, and I want to go ahead and start clarifying the 5 of Cups for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aquarius season. What can Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising do to best tend to and overcome this pain? Aries, be your damn self. Let the shit fall away. Whatever it is, let it crumble. Especially if there's secrets or whatever, it's like, wait it out. Don't believe the illusion. Don't try to impress anybody. Don't try to change anyone's heart. Don't try to appeal to anyone or get people to see things your way. There's things coming to light, possibly secrets and illusions in regards to an Aries, Scorpio, Cancer, Taurus, Libra, Pisces. Did I say Pisces? Either way, it's like whatever this is, whatever it was, however it manifests for you. For some of you, it may have to do with a commitment or a marriage or a relationship, or there's just things that were not structurally sound coming to light. How can you best deal with it is just acceptance, understand that sometimes you don't see things clearly, and so it's time to really go inward, do a lot of deep meditations, doing the shadow work, and educating yourself, keeping to your high standards, and you're more. There's no between Aries and Taurus, no one has fucking higher standards than a fucking Aries or a Taurus. It's just like they can't meet their own standards. And you know what? It's just like, have a realistic conversation with yourself about your actual expectations and standards for yourself. But keep making these hoes sweat. Like, no, you don't lower or settle. Don't settle. That's all I'm going to say. Please clarify the Six of Wands. Please clarify the Six of Wands for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Ooh. I saw that upright, but it fell. For some of you, this may have something to do with someone with, like, heavy fire placements, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius placements. There could be just things coming out, or there may be people who are coming to you with a lot of their sadness. Aries, that's something that you may have to deal with. Establishing boundaries. Like, there may be just people who are coming to you about their shit, and you really are needing to pour into yourself and really look forward. This is a result. Whatever success comes in is a result of you really listening to your gut, being a visionary, really trusting your own instincts, taking your own advice, not shying away. This, no more wallflower, if that's a bone in your body. No more being a wallflower, no more being small, no more emotional manipulation, no more, like, it's time to be creative and look forward to expanding your creative gifts, because you have you know, Libra across from you. So there is that. And of course, regarding on your other, considering your other placements, but you have a great capacity for fire and water and for love and intensity. And that you're going to a place where that's coming in. There may be people with heavy fire, water placements coming in that help you along this way. Maybe Pisces, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio coming in. But either way, it's time to, in order to move forward, it's time to really set yourself free and take the blindfold off. Please clarify the Eight of Swords. How can Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising best free themselves? Outside of the obvious, you already know which ways that you can. Of course, it's a general reading, so it's going to be different for everybody, but you already know what you need to do for the majority of you. But there is something here that you've been looping over and over in the mind about. That's too many cards. Yeah, what can you do is break yourself free by way of telling the truth. Whoever you feel like betrayed you, it's time to break free, tell the truth, get off the fence, turn your back on the bullshit, and start anew. Please plant new seeds. Please clarify the Fool for Aries. Sun, woo. That was way too many cards, but I'll take that because that was dope. And what the new beginning you're turning into or leaping forward into requires a lot of planning, but you've already done a lot of planning, and now it's time to act and moving towards fulfillment, towards satisfaction, towards telling these hoes like it is, towards, you know, transmuting your pain into insight and wisdom, and creating more, and being more articulate, and that creates more opportunities for you and financial freedom. Whoo! And you really being a boss, Aries, because it's time. It is time. Because it's a new day, bitch. Welcome to Aquarius season. I love you.